Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Marvel Contest of Champions. And in this episode, we'll be trying to burn through the second half of Provoker in Chapter 2 Aggravator of the Waning Moon series. Currently have no one on my team right now. Some people are taking up. Let's take in Electro, Hawkeye, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and let's see. Fingers are going crazy. Magic. See what we can get accomplished with this team. We've already seen all of this, so we can skip it and go straight in. I remembered that we did have some mystics in this, so we definitely need to bring in the science champion to ward him off. I like giving a mixture. I've got enough champions to actually give you guys a mixture and be able to let you see some of the fight styles and hopefully some of the special moves, which we're not going to get to hit with these ones. Electro is actually a champion I wouldn't mind having duplicated a couple of times. Not just because of his signature ability, just so he'd be a higher level character. He's actually a really good champion, considering the fact that he does damage even when he's being hit. So, okay, we need to go. Wow, that splits off twice there. Okay, so looks like that path only goes one way. Yeah. Alrighty then, let's go this way. And we'll hit up the other path. Magic is a good champion too. Not even so much just whenever she's duplicated. Her power burn on her level 1 attack and her power block on her level 2 attack are pretty awesome. When she's awakened, her rewind regeneration is pretty sweet too, if you ask me. I like magic. There's not, like I've said it a ton of times before, there's not too many characters in this game that I actually don't like. You can find benefits to every champion in the game. You just have to look for them. Electro again. And I'll try to take in different champions each time I do this, just so that we don't have the same ones going in, and there's obviously enough to choose from, so picking one's not really that big of a deal. I wish with Electro they would have went for that old 90s cartoon series look with him instead of the look that they've went with here, with kind of the weird face cover. I like the big yellow helmet looking thing from the cartoon series with the sparks coming off of it. This one here, we've got to start out with a lot of blocking. This Colossus is unstoppable. Colossus rather is going to have his unstoppable on as soon as he comes in. Getting hit a lot with Electro's not the best thing in the world. He's not exactly, see, not exactly the best champion as far as health goes. He's kind of like Rocket in a sense. Not as bad as Rocket, but he's down there as far as health goes, and he makes up for it with his damage as they hit you, and also his damage is pretty high as well. Get to take Hawkeye in this one. Hawkeye is my most duplicated champion in the game. I think he's sitting at like 88 or something. Something close to that. He's in the 80s. So I have duplicated him more times than anyone. And if his hemorrhage hits, he's a really good champion because that is a very, very, very slow bleed. So it stays for a while. And you have to see it. That one arrow took him out. I like Hawkeye though. So like I said, there's not too many champions in this game that I don't actually like because I see the benefits in all of them. You just have to know how to use them, know how to fight with them, and Hawkeye's power drain's pretty good too. So you get bleed and power drain. Yeah, we don't have a tech. So Spider-Man does whatever a black suit Spider-Man does. And what he does is beat the snot out of Deadpool. Yeah. I don't have the other Spider-Man in the 4-star. I don't have the original. I have the black suit, obviously, as you can see. I like black suit Spider-Man, though. I don't know if I like him more than the original Spider-Man, per se. I like both of them. I think both costumes are pretty awesome. But I have to say I do like the black suit just a little bit more. Mostly because, I've talked about this before in the past too. Mostly because of the fact that I like the series from the 80s, Marvel Superhero Secret Wars, that this costume spawned from. Not one health regeneration. Wow. So that costume kind of sits near and dear to my heart because of that. I think I'm going to substitute someone out for the Vision. Now, obviously, I don't want to take out Spider-Man because we need Spider-Man to open up that path. And we need to keep Magic on the team as well because there was a Mystic and then there was a Cosmic path. So I definitely need to change out someone, and I don't think I used Wolverine at all in that, so let's take Wolverine out and we'll use him on the last turn, and hopefully there'll be someone he can go up against. Let's substitute Wolverine with the Vision. We also get the nice little buff, 7% crit rate. Having Spider-Man and Electro on the same team. So let's go in there with that. A lot of smaller champions. A lot of smaller champions there. Not very many bigger ones. I mean, that's not a problem. That's not an issue. I don't have big champion envy going on over here. I'm really excited to get the setup for everything coming in here soon. I know it's still like 2 days, 2 and 3 days away from getting everything in here, and probably about a week of getting everything set up. Maybe, who knows? Maybe I'll get everything set up like the day after it comes in. I don't know. I doubt it though. Some stuff's coming in on Wednesday, and Wednesday I have off work, so but it's nothing that can actually be put together yet. It's not gonna be the desk or the chair. Um, that comes on Thursday, and I have to work on Thursday for half a day, and then I have to work all day Friday. So the stuff that comes in on Thursday is actually absolutely what I need to get everything done. So it's looking like I'm going to be putting everything together on Saturday and Sunday. Hopefully I have everything put together on Saturday, maybe make a video with it, see how everything works, or put everything together and try and figure out how everything works and do the video on Sunday. But we're gonna have a new setup. Everything's gonna be a lot better. Probably gonna be testing out some PlayStation 4 stuff. Um, wasn't really gonna get the game because I wasn't a big fan of the movie. But after watching Super Gaming Family's live stream of Mad Max today, I ended up getting Mad Max for the PS4. So that got done. That got done today, so that was a little bit of extra money gone. But I had to go to GameStop anyway, as well as going to the bank. I had to go to the bank to put the money in so I could order the stuff that I'm going to be getting for the setup. Had to stop at GameStop because two of my pop vinyls that I had pre-ordered came in, which was the Scarecrow and Arkham Knight from the Batman Arkham Knight series of the pops. I picked up Arkham Knight Batman and Arkham Knight Harley Quinn last week, I want to think. Nobody called me. Usually GameStop's really good about calling people and letting them know when their pre-orders come in. They did for my Scarecrow and Arkham Knight, but they did not call me and let me know that my Batman and Harley Quinn had came in. So I was a little bit upset about that. And they actually had my Batman held on reserve for someone else, and it's like, no, that's, if you've only got one left in the store and I pre-ordered it, then you're supposed to hold that for me, not put it on reserve for someone else. It's really frustrating. I'm not really fond of the local GameStop here lately. There's one person that works in there, one lady that I really like. She's very good at her job. She does what she's supposed to. She helped out. She was actually there the day that I picked up my Harley and my Batman, and she made sure that the Batman did not go to the person who had it on reserve, but had it on that it went to me, and she found another one from another store for the person that put it on reserve, which even she agreed. If you pre-order something, you're supposed to get it first, not if someone comes in and sees it and's been like, hey, put this back for me, I'll get it later. She's actually also the person that called to let me know that my pre-orders came in. So there's like one good egg out of that place. Well, two. There's two. There's one guy there that's really nice. He always gives the kids like free things when they come in, like little pre-order item stuff. I think he had some Mad Max promotional cars. Just, nothing special, just little car action figure type things, like little Hot Wheels. And he gave my middle kid one day just because, he he was in the story. He wasn't making a scene. He wasn't running around. He was being good. So he gave him that Mad Max car for not being a little butthead, which I'm surprised he wasn't being one. But oh, see, we could have used Wolverine there. That would have been a good place for him. But that's alright. We'll throw Black Suit Spider-Man in on it. But yeah, I haven't. I've probably been home for at least almost 4 hours now, and I haven't even broke Mad Max out of the plastic. That's my problem. That's the reason I'm not real big on buying a lot of video games, because most of my time is spent playing this when I do play games. So I ran right into that. And that's what I don't like about Daredevil. I love Daredevil for that whenever I'm playing with him, but when you're up against him and he's duplicated, that evade is so crazy. Any projectiles that are thrown at him, he can evade. And like I said, I love it whenever I use him, especially in Alliance quests, and you go up against the science robots, and they absolutely don't do anything. Ooh, Moon Knight! Moon Knight! I'm gonna whoop him. But yeah, that's one of the biggest reasons why I don't buy a lot of like console games, is because I don't really play it that much. Like I don't think I've turned on my PlayStation 4 in over a week, maybe more. God, I don't know for sure, to be honest with you. Um, my cousin, I played it last week for sure. I know that my cousin came over and I had bought Mortal Kombat X. Finally broke down and bought Mortal Kombat X and got the combat pack with it, which really don't. It didn't. It came with like 3 characters, so it was like paying $30 for something that really wasn't that big of a deal to me. So I got it, and we played it last week, and I think I played it a little bit after he left, and I haven't touched it since. So that's my problem. I get games, I play them for like 5 or 6 hours, and then it's like, well, I got stuff to do in Contest Champions, so let's put that down and let's go play Contest. I can't play them while I'm at work. I play this while I'm at work. Between customers most of the time. Um, so it's not like I get to play constantly all day long, or else I would have done a lot better in the Moon Knight arena if that had been the case than what I did do. After that whole Moon Knight thing and the Moon Knight arena, and seeing what my champions could do, and seeing what the team I had could do, I know for a fact that I could absolutely destroy a arena. No, not destroy an arena, but do well enough in an arena to at least rank top 400 and get the new champions. If I had the 3 days off in a row to do the arenas, that's the problem. I had 2 days off, and in that 2 days, I got enough, plus the little bit of extra time that I got to play while I was at work, and so on and so forth. 472nd place. And that was, getting sleep and doing whatever else I needed. So I definitely could place top 400. It's just, it's difficult. Oh God, another Moon Knight. It's just, yeah, it's difficult when you don't have the 3 days off in a row to actually do it. I think I'm just going to keep the Vision in here because I haven't even used him either. I haven't even used the Vision yet. Good God. I really want a Moon Knight. Wow. I've got the 3-star duplicated one, but I really want... Son of a gun. I really want the 4-star of him. I really wanted that 4-star Magneto Marvel now too, but 20 more crystals didn't get it. Then I'm not gonna waste any more money trying. That was $100 right there for like three stars. This game is just beginning to get really ridiculous. Now the Vision. I like regular Vision a lot more than I do the Vision, just because of the fact that he has that cell, whatever it is, that that ability that like buffs his power up like really high a few times during the match. It's not to say that I don't like the Vision. I think he was kind of one of the first champions that they brought out that had like a really metallic-y looking feel to him and really reflective with his gold trim and stuff. So I like his look. I definitely do. I think the weighing of the two options with him and the Vision's better. So got one more round through this, and then we'll be done with this episode. I know these videos are going a lot longer on you guys, and I do apologize for that. And I thank anyone that does stick around. Probably going to be looking at close to about the same amount of time on this one, maybe a little bit more than the last Waning Moon. Oh, not that round. This one. We don't need to do that one again. Now we'll just keep the same team. Also, I was going to bring this up to the Alliance crystals. Can't think of what they're called right now. The ones that you get each day for completing 100% on your quests in the Alliance quest. Um, I got 3 of those today, and I opened them, and it completely shocked and blew my mind. But I got a tier 4 science crystal, or tier 5. I can't talk. I'm tongue twisted. I got a tier 4 science catalyst out of the crystals. Um, which I mean, I'm really happy to get any tier 4 catalyst. Period. I really would have rather had a tier 4 basic, but I can always sit on that, and we'll see which uh, which champion out of these sciences actually gets to go up there. Right now, it's rank 5 level 50 of 50s aren't even really a question, because I don't know if you've seen the tier 4 class catalyst arenas or not, but that's absolutely insane. You have to rank top 50, top 50 to even get one of those crystals. And it's like there's going to be so many people playing that arena to actually try and get that crystal. I don't see how it's possible to rank that high. I really don't. Tier 4 basics, the arena is pretty nice because you actually get a tier 4 out of the last milestone, which is only 1.1 million. So it's not that hard to get to that point, but I can only imagine how much it would take to actually rank top like 50 on one of those things. Because there's going to be players putting in the time and effort to get that stuff, even if they don't need it. They're going to try and do it. Yeah, maybe if I didn't have a job and I could just sit home and play video games, that would, you know, be an ideal thing to try and see how far we can get in that. But got a job, got kids, can't really afford the time to put into those kind of things. I was also really proud of my Moon Knight Arena score because I didn't use any units. I just waited and let everything regenerate and went back at it. The way it figured out was that I could run the entire team of 4 stars and 3 stars that I use in the arena, and I had like a 25 to 30 minute break in between, so yeah, I could relax and rest and watch a little TV or something, watch a show on Netflix and or eat or whatever else, and then get right back into the arena and do it and get another round in and then get a 30-minute break. So, which I think to get to the 1.1 million for the last tier 4 basic arena, I did my first initial couple of lower tier 3-star champions to get my rank up to get my streak up to ×3. So 5 rounds in with the lower guys, and then after that, once I hit 15, it was a solid run through with my group of 4 and 3 stars twice. And then while I was at work, I got a round off with just my 4 stars, and then like 4 or 5 matches with my 4 stars again got the 1.1 million that I needed. So basically, probably around 3.5 to 4 solid rounds. It got me the 1.1 million that I needed. So that wasn't too bad. I think the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to with the setup that I'm getting in the mail, though, is the fact that I'm going to get that Elgato Game Capture HD device, which will allow me to use the PlayStation 4, because I know that I've spoken with Dean, I guess, since everybody's calling him by his real name now, from Super Gaming Family, and we had discussed doing some Star Wars Battlefront uh, co-op stuff in that. I'm not sure what the co-op is going to be like in that game. Hopefully it's going to be pretty intense and awesome, and it's something that we'll be able to hit up together. So, looking forward to that. It's definitely something I'm looking forward to. Be my first cooperative kind of stuff with another YouTuber, and why not it be the person that actually inspired me to start doing this stuff in Super Gaming Family. She's a really nice guy, so the first time I wrote him on YouTube, it was just, to ask his advice and see what kind of stuff he'd like that I could do to, try and help grow my channel and stuff, and just just to see, because he's been doing this for a while now. So I find it's a lot better to ask people that have been doing it for a while if there are any kind of like hints and tips and stuff that they have that can help you progress. My dad always used to tell me that that you never stop learning things. You can always learn something new, no matter how many times you've done it or whatever. You can always learn something new if you always keep your mind open to learning something new. And the moment that you know everything about something is the time you should give it up. So I always took that kind of to heart, and I like to ask people that have more knowledge about things than I do questions just to see. And it's I think the biggest thing that Dean told me was the you play different games. That's the one thing that I haven't really the one piece of advice that I haven't stuck with out of what he gave me, because it's really hard to find games that I like to play on here. And I can't play console games because I don't have that capture device yet. But hopefully we'll be getting that mixed up, and hopefully it'll be something that people like to watch and see, and get some different stuff in here, different content. I know I've said it before, I'm definitely going to do the Pokemon Go when it comes out, just because I know that that's something that my oldest son will really get into. He absolutely loves Pokemon. And my second, well, the middle child, he loves Pokemon as well. Probably not as much as the oldest does, but I know it's something those two would definitely get into. I've actually thought about the Lego Dimensions stuff because I think it looks really friggin' awesome. So we'll see about maybe getting some of that stuff. I'd probably end up doing some Skylander stuff if the oldest one had that here, but he doesn't. I mean, he only got like 10 4-star crystal shards out of that. It's not the best reward in the world, but it's still pretty decent. But that's gonna do it. We're over halfway through the second chapter here with 6 days left. The rewards on this are pretty mediocre considering the fact that 5 stars are coming out soon. I do want the Alpha Catalyst more than anything. That's the biggest one I want. But yeah, we're over 30 minutes into this episode. I'm going to cut it here, guys. We're done. Provoker, first portion of Chapter 2, Aggravator, complete. And then we're moving on to Waxing Crescent next in Episode 7 of the Waning Moon Walkthrough series. This has been Episode 6. So remember to like, share, and comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Later.